What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. So today we're doing something different, of course, per usual, right? I guess we're doing a story time. Because what we have here is the Edgar Allan Poe Tarot, right? Along with the Black Hollywood romance stars. Because, Edgar Allan Poe, he's a poet, a writer, an author, right? And these are inspired by, famous black, movies. And the romance angels, right? And then I also have my Philly deck over there. But I want to see if what could come up out of this, right? But then I forgot that today is a very significant day, right? Today is the day that I was supposed to be moving. Today is also the day of my grandma's funeral. And today is also the day Nintendo finally gets to have a direct. I know the last one's very irrelevant. How do you come from something so dramatic to do something something irrelevant to anything? But it's all happening today. That's what I'm trying to get at. It's all an event, right? It is something significant. So big things, right? Because I'm still a gamer. That's important to me, right? But also that funeral is important to me as well. I thought they would have had a virtual one, considering the times and what we've already experienced in our family so far. But they decided to just have a funeral, like a regular funeral. But my grandma lives all the way down south, and I'm unvaccinated. And I'd just rather not be down there with confusion and conflict, right? I'd just rather miss me with the bullshit, right? It's essentially, right? Okay, I think I like this setup. But, so what I end up pulling, right? I end up pulling from the romance stars first. So we have disharmony and telepathy, family and friends and reconciliation, very soon, forgive and heal, spiritual awakening, and deeper intimacy. And then from the Edgar Allan Poe Tarot, I end up pulling the Hierophant, Death, right? Queen of Wands, and then we have the Sun and the Hermit. So what really stood out to me was the family and friends reconciliation with this Death card. Like I explained to y'all before, today is my mom's funeral, but then we also have this Hierophant here, right? And we'll look, he's next to a sarcophagus. It's a mummy, right? At that. So that really stood out. And then another thing that stood out to me was that all of these are major arcanas except for this Queen of Wands. So it was just okay, well, maybe I really do need to make a video. Not like that. I mean, it could be significant to somebody's, current situation, but who knows, right? But, and it seems like it's already kind of hitting home to me, right? Because at the bottom of the deck we have Three of Swords, right? Three of Swords in this deck, when I got this book, right? When I got the Edgar Allan Poe Tarot, right? The Telltale heart is the one thing that really stood out to me, right? And even when I was doing my flip through, if y'all go check that out, please make sure y'all go check out my unboxing of this, I was really trying to look for the cards that stood out to me from that actual short story. And lo and behold, it's the actual heart itself in the Three of Swords. And I think I even kind of like was saying that to try to predict, the cards themselves. Because also too, right, in that video, I explained how in my Philly Tarot deck, he is the Death card. So I thought that it was going to have him in the Death card here, but then they got him in the Emperor, and a few other cards as well. But they end up putting his love here at the Death card. But I'm going to read each one of these because, this seems like this is the story, right? It's Edgar Allan Poe. There's some poetry, right? Where's love without tragedy, right? But the reason why this really stands out to me, and before I go into that, we also have, soulmates with that. And then as I pulled that, I didn't mean to split the deck, but attraction is there as well. So there's definitely some soulmate attraction here. But if you know anything about the story of the Telltale Heart, right? Well, actually, how about that? We'll read that. So let's read soulmates. It says, the person you are inquiring about is your soulmate. That sense of familiarity and comfort you feel is confirmation. So whoever you're thinking about, whoever is weighing on your heart right now, right? This Three of Swords, this heartbreak, this hurt, it's a soulmate connection. But there was with Edgar Allan Poe, right? Edgar Allan Poe, there was some tragedy, right? With most of his stories. I don't think there's usually a happy ending. But and then we'll go to read the Three of Swords for that, since that's at the bottom of the deck, and then we'll go right into the story, and then we'll read the rest of these. Three of Swords. But from what I remember, right, it spoke of a man who had this like weird obsession with his elderly neighbor, and at one point, he decides to have at it, with his heart. And because of the guilt and stuff, he still, like, his conscience, right, was still eating at him, and it still gave him this impression that heartbeat was still, like, alive underneath that floorboard. But we'll go into it. Here we go. It says, Three of Swords, Telltale Heart. But they kind of say that for all of it. So this actually was inspired by that collection of short stories that he's done. But it says, the Telltale Heart revolves around a very, very dreadful, nervous man who lives with an old man. Also, too, it's raining outside. Definitely could be significant. I also done a reading, too, with some clarifying tokens that could be significant about that as well. Perhaps because of his nervous condition, the man becomes obsessed with an old man's eye, an eye which he describes as that of a vulture. The eye drives the man mad, and he murders the old man. After the murder, the narrator believes that the old man's eye would no longer trouble him. He dismembers the old man and places his body parts beneath the wooden floor. The illustration deviates slightly from the iconography in our suits of sword, as it features wooden spears instead of knives. Poe's Telltale Heart is one of the most famous works, so presenting the image in a unique way that stays true to the story and the goal. The image features a human heart set inside a broken wooden floor. 3 wooden planks impale the heart. In the maelstrom, heartache is here. The pain you feel cuts deep and is like nothing you've ever felt before. You might be separated from a lover by a great distance. You may not see each other for a very long time, and this hurts. You feel lonely and saddened. Heartbreaks are another manifestation of this energy. A serious relationship might be over. You feel angry and devastated. You could be estranged by a family member who hurt you. Betrayal in the form of a cheating partner could occur. The only way to overcome your grief is to face it head on. Feel your pain. Shed your tears. As they say, the path out of hell is straight through it. I know that's right. You could experience physical pain or abuse. If you're experiencing turmoil and trauma in a relationship, get help right away. Queen of Wands, right? Very soon, forgive and heal. This Queen of Wands look like she's hurt, right? Got her throat slit. I don't know if I'm showing you right. Oh yeah, okay, that's a good angle. Well, Queen of Wands, like you see, like her eyes out, her throat is slit, but you know she still seems like she pretty cool and confident. So she's got some battle scars, apparently. So somebody could be. You could be experiencing physical pain or abuse. If you're experiencing turmoil or trauma in a relationship, get help right away, right? Please, get help right away. It might be hard to see the positive side of your situation, but remember that your pain is temporary. Your sadness might linger, but it will never be as painful as it is right now. Ooh. Upright, heartbreak, grief, rejection, turmoil, depression, trauma, despair, devastation, abandonment, betrayal. So, wow. So somebody feels betrayed in a soulmate connection. Right? But they're ready to love. King of Cups. King of Cups, though. Or maybe that's the King of... That's why you're heartbroken, because that King of Cups hurt you. But this is a soulmate connection. So, let's go into these major arcana, y'all. But somebody has been in some type of I don't know. Oh, speaking of the Emperor, here you go. Right before the Hierophant. But it says, in some words, with a mummy has been enshrouded according to the rituals of his ancient Egyptian religion and placed in his tomb. Researchers then got a hold of his body and had a dissection party during which they unraveled the mummy's shroud. The dissection party was interested in conducting a conversation with the mummy, as the pharaohs were believed to become divine after death. Right? In essence, they were considered mediums. Through them, it was possible to access heaven. In this image, a mummy stands next to the sarcophagus, which he was buried. Because the thing jumped, I thought something happened. The setting sun and a pyramid are shown on the left. Pluto and a crescent moon are depicted in the upper right. The axis between left and right represents the channels that connect heaven and earth, conscious and subconscious. And you see we have, right, disharmony and telepathy. And that telepathy is definitely the subconscious, right? But it says, well, here's what the card looks like, disharmony. There seems to be some disconnect. Use this time to address any issues to restore harmony in this relationship. Telepathy. It says, pay attention to the telepathic messages that are being sent and received at this time. So even in this disharmony, y'all are still able to connect, right? It's a soulmate connection. So of course, even separated, y'all still are able to have that conversation. Could be 5D conversation. Oh wow. Because like this is the 5, right? The Hierophant. And they say, right? It says that they were convinced that they believed to become divine after death. So yeah. Oh wow. Also too, right? Like family and friends, reconciliation. I just explained to you there was a death in my family, right? My grandma passed literally not on my birthday, right? The day I went to go get this deck. That's crazy. So that was the day after my birthday. She ended up passing. So, but this death in this family, it could be, right? Because my grandma, she was also a preacher, an actual like religious leader. And this also could be like somebody could be trying to connect from the beyond the dead. I also got Judgment here and 2 of Swords from the Native American deck and my Philly deck. So just somebody smoking cigarettes. Keep that in mind. I'm really just trying to like slowly dissect this. We got a good couple hours. I may not pull other cards, because by 6 o'clock we got a Nintendo Direct to watch. So I'm gonna make sure I finish this reading by that time. So don't worry, y'all. I'm gonna get something out of this. Because again, this also could be me pulling my own cards too. This is all energy, guys, and the fact that like my grandma's passed over, right? This is also a little bit too eerie. And I also kind of got a feeling that she could have been murdered. Not like, this could have been like those setups, right? Those accidentals. So, because the Queen of Wands is here. That's why this very soon forgiving heal is just like, now I just read about something, but that the 3 of Swords. So somebody could be heartbroken, and out of heartbreak, they probably tried to take somebody else out. But I hear ambulance too, so yeah, somebody's probably about to end up hurting themselves. This also could be it. Judgment is here, 2 of Swords. It's like decision. Literally, God is making a judgment call on somebody's decision in a soulmate connection that's caused this heartache. It's ready to love, 2 of Swords, Knave of Cups, and then I see the Emperor right underneath that. So wow. Oh wow. I picked this up. And I end up looking at the Hermit, but we got the Hermit over there too, next to the Sun. So I mean, whatever is happening, right, is going to be good for whoever. Hermit is, I guess, kind of clarifying deep intimacy, and then spiritual awakening is next to the Sun. Right, now, but the Hermit and the Sun is clarifying this whole thing, the spiritual awakening and deeper intimacy. These two came together. That's why it's two cards over here. But I want to look under that, and you have Wheel of Fortune. So you have Wheel of Fortune, you got Judgment, Wheel of Fortune, and Hermit. Oh, wow. Four Swords. Queen of Wands. Oh, shit. So, like, right. They may be, if the family and friends is here in this reconciliation with this death, right? So it's definitely something in the family. It might be a death in the family, but it's like you also could be having to forgive somebody in that said family too. Right? It's funny. Well, it's not funny, but like it looks like, right? At first glance, right? If you don't really stare at it too much, it looks like she's like got her. It looks like she's like trying to choke him. But you know, it's reconciliation. Clearly, like she's got her hand. It's like, yeah, it's basically around his neck, but it's not like that though. But it looks like that though. It was his family and friends, so I don't know. But unless, right, when it says it's very soon, forgive and heal, right? This is a person that need to learn how to forgive and heal, right? And heal themselves for whatever the shit is they doing behind the scenes. Because they gonna be next. You end up, cause I don't know if I think I've stated it before. I feel like my grandma was murdered. Cause the fact that it was around my birthday, the fact that, you know, on her birthday, my uncle was in the hospital, right? And then he ended up passing. Actually, he passed on her birthday. And then now she passed the day after my birthday. Right? And then I think her brother passed on New Year's or something like that. It was like, it's always some event going on, right? Queen of Wands. Wands, fire, passion, desire. That's also magic too. You see, she got her throat is slit and her eye is gouged out for a reason. So she was doing something she wasn't supposed to be doing. Wrong place, wrong time, or you just out here overstepping boundaries, right? What we say, like I said before about those fire signs, right? The elements. It's only the air. It's the air and the earth, right? That got that line in them. It's the only elements that will be able to draw a line. Those fire, that fire and that water, they gonna wild out, cause they don't got no boundaries. So they probably not gonna even coming to the conclusion of trying to forgive and healing. Ooh, right? Which makes me think of this. That's why this King of Cups is here. That's why I was like, King of Cups is here. And right, we're using the Edgar Allan Poe deck. So when I pulled this deck, when I finally came up across this card, I did a brief story about what this card means to me now, right? Especially, you got all these people here. This is the King of Cups. You see, they kind of all there drinking and shit. This reminds me of literally Tales from the Hood, especially with this heartbreak here. So like somebody's literally done a deal with the devil, and you got the Temperance. Oh shit! And then the Five of Swords. So somebody's this Queen of Cups. But yeah, so literally somebody's made a deal with the devil, essentially. Or a practitioner, right? They definitely working with some type of practitioner. A doctor, a witch doctor. Oh wow, right? Yep, a witch doctor. Mumbo jumbo, right? Because the game references Banjo Kazooie, right? Transformation, death. Oh shit! I was like, I knew something was here. Something was about to click. Yep, here we go. Temperance, whistling Dixie. Only because somebody whistling down the hallway, but remember that somebody, and then look, temperance. Temperance is a. You think temperance is about reconciliation, right? But also, in certain cases, right, I can look at this as alchemy, right? Gone wrong. Somebody drank the polyjuice potion, right? And now they discombobulated, or they're yeah, they're dismantled. And look, his eye is out too. Out, Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is under the full moon. Open. There's the King of Wands. Up there's your real temperance right here. So because that full moon, somebody been working under that full moon. There's that Ace of Cups too. Yep, somebody been working under that full moon. Look, we got another moon. Moon. Here we go, another moon. Moon is definitely significant, so some secrets is definitely going to be coming out soon. If you don't know, now you know. But the Queen of Cups is usually a mother, and the King of Wands is a player. But the Queen of Wands is the mistress. That's the thing. Queen of Wands is the mistress, the other woman. So, let me find out. Somebody pop, mistress, then took out their grandma. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Because then and now it made me think about that last reading, right? It was something about, because it was a married situation anyway, too. And how somebody was an actor, but there was a stripper, though, too. But in that reading, though, it was the communication. The communication was in reverse, and so was the father sky card was in reverse. The father sky, yeah, father sky card was in reverse. And I was saying how like somebody wasn't really communicating with the divine, with God, essentially. King of Wands. I didn't even get over here yet. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm all over the place. And I still didn't even read this, but I don't know why I was Knight of Wands, not King of Wands. I don't know why I was drawn to do that, but and we only read the Hierophant too. Yep, because we never got the death. But it's like that because again it's the Knight of Wands, right? Somebody is being a. But this is like, it's like that passion, that fire. Oh, right. It says, because I never really finished it, but it says, you may be a mentor or a teacher in a traditional setting or in a informal roles such as a retail manager or coach. Start a ritual, commit to a morning routine, create time and space for daily prayer. Join a team, seek guidance from a mentor. You could be ready to go back to school. This card calls for rigid structure and dogma. Before you break the rules, you have to learn them. Once you understand the basics, you can make more complicated choices, which is what the next major arcana card, the Lovers, is all about. Upright corporation, churches, schools, government, teachers, bosses, religion, tradition, conforming, status quo. And then we got the Knight of Wands here. But it's a taking action though. So to this disharmony, it says, pay attention to the telepathic messages that are being sent and received at this moment. Hierophant. So maybe somebody is trying to communicate with you from the dead, right? Because the fact that the Hierophant is here is literally symbolizing the mummy, right? So how about, because we got the Hermit over here too, and then we have the Hermit right here. The Hermit is always about going within, doing some soul searching, right? He's over here too at the end, but yeah. So it says researchers then got a hold of the body and had a dissection party during which they unraveled the mummy's shrouds. This dissection party was interested in conducting a conversation with the mummy, as the pharaohs were believed to become divine after death. In essence, they were considered mediums. Through them, it was possible to access heaven. Yeah. Somebody needs to learn their gifts. That's what it is. You are gifted. You are able to speak to the dead. That's dope. Appreciate that. Own that. Take charge of that. Literally fire signs, right? That literally the fire that burns, that passion. Because shit. Right? I think because if somebody did take somebody out in your family, right? Somebody in your family that's also going through a spiritual awakening as yourself, right? And it's time for y'all to reunite. It's a soulmate connection here that's about to bring y'all together because of this death. That's what it is. So yeah, the death in the family is going to bring somebody closer together. Ten of Swords wanted to pop out. Queen of Cups. But there's a card that did pop out. Oh shit, it's right there. But I feel like there was another one, right? No. Queen of Cups and King of Cups are next to each other. With the Four of Cups, wow. Four of Cups to me in this Native American deck is about growing pains. This really could be just like oh wow. Ooh, I might be reading on my family. But yeah, I feel like somebody is able to communicate with the dead, but they need to learn how to properly do that. But they probably need to get away. That's what it is. So yeah, somebody's having a spiritual awakening. Five of Swords. Well, we showed you what the Five of Swords looked like up here, right? Five of Swords is about defeat, humiliation. I'll also say giving up. But This one is a little bit different. Because I think this is a buffalo. This one looks like he's deprived. Like, he ain't got no, like, he hasn't been eaten. So this gives me more of, like, the traditional Five of Pentacles. Being left out in that cold lack mentality. You see how, like, he's very, like, famished. Is that the word? Yeah, famished, because parched would be, like, super thirsty. But yeah, like, you can literally see, like, his ribs, essentially. And it's just like he could be, you know, and it's like, oh wow, it could be eating him alive, or it's like slowly killing him. But it's like the five though. I mean, it's not the five. Well, it's the swords though. So it's like the mind type of situation. Because again, this is a spirit animal. Five of Swords. And also, yeah, the Native American deck I explained to you, it was it's crazy because like when I shuffled the cards, the Native American deck was the card that was suggested to me to pick out, right? Energy. And I've been using these cards and that setup, well, with the addition to the Edgar Allan Poe, that's the one I pulled out. I was like compelled to do to use that deck. Five of Swords, here we go. It says Buffalo, the symbol of wealth and abundance. It supports the world on its legs that are periodically consumed, triggered by the cyclical destruction of the cosmos before being reborn into a new buffalo. That also could be like a phoenix rising, right? Fire. But endings and beginnings, right? So we got the next is death with family and friends and reconciliation. 444 as I look at my tablet at the clock. Right? Family, right? That Jay-Z album, 444. As I'm thinking about my cousin too, that was the number. Ooh. That was the number that stood out to me when he was going through some type of spiritual awakening as well. Like he's still trying to figure himself out. But I believe he's actually a medium. Cause the way there's a video, not a video, but I have like a recording of a moment of that situation, right? But it says family and friends. The support of family and friends may help strengthen this connection, right? So again, like I said before, you might have a close relative to you that could potentially going through a spiritual awakening, and they're right now are having like they're going through it. So reach out to them, check up on them, and if there's a death in the family, yeah, ooh, that's probably word of mouth, right? I got to take my own advice too, to reach out to him. It says reconciliation, right? Reconciliation. It says be open to someone returning and wanting to work things out. Then we have death. And with the new card, 10 of Wands. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Because the 10 of Wands is literally excuse me. See, that's the devil right there trying to distract me. 10 of Wands is literally, traditionally, it's about oppression or burdens, right? Dropping the burdens, letting go of, anything that's going to hold you back. But in the Native American deck, for me, this looks like a ceremony. Like a funeral, right? Today is my grandma's funeral. Um, mm, 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 mm. Ten of Wands. That's the Cups. That's the Pentacles. Here's the Wands. It says drum. It reproduces the primordial sound of the creation that leads to ecstasy. It symbolizes thunder, death, fertility, and the strength necessary to defeat the enemy from within. Mind you, it was raining. It was raining today. It was pouring earlier, right? It wasn't like a thunderstorm, but it was like a little bit of lightning that happened. I was ready for it. I was like, bring on the storm. But like, I mean, a lot of rain happened, but you know, it wasn't no lightning like I thought it was. But that right there, all that rain and stuff like that happened today is a big significance to something. Also, when I feel like when it rains like that, that's really Mother Nature communicating as well. That's a message from like Mother Earth herself, you know, when it rains like that. Cause I'm pretty sure somebody was out here trying to do some shit, right? But let me look at that again. It says, it produces the primordial sound of creation that leads to ecstasy. Symbolizes thunder, death, right? Fertility, which means birth, and the strength necessary to defeat the enemy from within. But the drum, though. Oh, right. There's also could be some type of calling now, right? Now it's like a initiation. You probably are being initiated now as well. And the reason why I say that is still because that Queen of Wands is there. But let me read into death to really kind of get into it, the meaning of it. It says, in the oval portrait, a portrait painter, bewitched by his wife's beauty, must capture it on canvas. Oh, so that's not even his wife. That's just from the story itself. Okay. The painter is so obsessed with painting her portrait that he ignores everything else. She sits motionless for weeks. At last, her health begins to fail. Her husband is oblivious. He finishes the painting and regards his work happily, exclaiming that this is indeed life itself. A moment later, he realizes that his wife is dead. All that remains is her life like painting. The woman lives on in her portrait. Like death, she is a symbol of invincibility. The picture frame with the skull symbolizes death, but the ivy-covered edges suggest that life continues after change and transformation. I'm just like, processing everything. Because with this Ten of Wands, there's still the rest of the. It says, get ready for a revolution. You have crossed a major threshold after a period of reflection and soul searching. All right. The change is inevitable now, so you must embrace this time of intense restructuring. Karmic pathways and portals are open now. If you resist change, you'll repeat negative karmic patterns later on. Death represents a phoenix rising from the ashes. I was thinking that too. That's crazy. It pretends an overhaul of your life. Transformation is a difficult but necessary and beautiful aspect of life. You might not recognize that the person you're becoming, but in time you'll look back and marvel at how you've grown, at how much you've grown, at all you've endured, and then how much you've accomplished. Upright transformation, endings, beginnings, cycles, deaths, rebirths, release. Another thing too, right? He picked up on something. My cousin, he picked up on something before about how somebody could be like, somebody potentially got slept on. Like somebody's basically cheating on somebody. But he's trying to figure out who exactly, like where is he getting that information from? Like, because the way the scene was set though, like it seemed like there was multiple people communicating with him. But the thing that stood out to me the most, right, was when one literally, they took action, right? And they came through to communicate something to my cousin. And then when I say they came through, fire sign. No boundaries. He literally came through my cousin. Took hold of him. And just started taking, and then like it was nothing. Right? But the thing about it is the spirit, right? Or the entity, right? The deity, one of them, right? They weren't harmful, right? If anything, this one that actually got hold of him, right? Or right, because it seemed like it was multiple of them, so it seemed like it was a multiple of them. So it seemed like that could have been the family tribe. Oh wow. Oh shit, y'all. Oh shit, y'all. Things is about to get strange. Things is about to get strange. And oh wow. Oh wow. I don't know who this is for, but yeah. Somebody better chill. Somebody better confess. Cause either way, like their community, as soon as I get in contact with my cousin, that's it. You know, I will be trying to help him in any way, shape, or form. Cause I already know he's a medium, right? And I've already done a couple readings about that. So, yeah, it's time for change. But there's a ceremony here. So like I said before, there's a death in the family for some of you that you may be wanting to reconcile with, or it's suggesting a reconciliation here. But the Ten of Wands, right? It's a burden. Nobody's telling you to take them back, because again, it's like the forgive and heal. You can forgive them, you can heal, and you can move forward. But you can't just be like, oh no, I'm going to distance myself from my family, blah 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 blah. Do that after you done had a conversation. You said your piece, whatever's been weighing on your heart, right? Say what you gotta say, and then you because I'm telling you, once you get that, whatever you get off your heart is going to drop that burden, and I feel like that's going to be the technically the apology, right? You say you let go of the burdens. That's you reconciling from them, with your family and friends too. But next we have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands. It says Signora Psyche Zenobia from the story of Predicament. Oh wow, look at that. Spies and Gothic Cathedral. Spies. I gotta because of the way I was wording it, it's fucking me up now. But Signora Psyche Zenobia from the story Predicament spies a Gothic cathedral and climbs its clock tower. Eager to take in the good view the tower affords, Zenobia sticks her head out what she believes is a window, but which is actually a portal in the tower clock's face. The clocksman in hand ticks forward, decapitating Zenobia. Her severed head gives a lengthy speech in which she describes her experience as feeling rather good. Like the Queen of Wands, Zenobia is commanding and confident. In this image, she dons a crimson dress, blue cape, and high heels. Her dress features bright flowers symbolizing passion and creativity. The Queen's black toy poodle represents the shadow side that the Queen tends to hide from the public. Now, like I said before, this is if this Queen of Wands, right, is related, this is definitely an aunt. Because I think I've mentioned that before. I'm like, if the Queen of Pentacles, right, because you got Mother Earth here, so that's still another significant. In my last reading, right, was it the full moon in Pisces, or was it that black moon spread? But that was that was 1 and 2. Those go hand in hand. But Father Sky came up in one of those readings, right, with the communication in reverse, and now here we go with the Mother Earth. So I could still look at this as that Queen of Pentacles type of grandmotherly giving, right? That giving individual. So if this Queen of Wands, right, is in the family, she's your auntie that got close, that's real close with your grandma. Now, could it be one of her daughters potentially, or could it be one of her sons' little hoes? Because the thing about this is, for me, I don't want to, well, I'm not saying names, so And my grandma has, well, my grandma has multiple kids, but she only got very few sons, and only one of them was actually married. It actually kept a marriage. So this is all but too eerie for me, you know, because my uncle that passed was the one that was actually married, but you know, Queen of Wands is here as a mistress, so. But that don't mean nothing now. That don't mean that. That's all. That's just right. She could be, or it could be a widow now, right? Fucking Black Widow. Oh wow! With the poodle. The spider ain't here, but come on now. That's why her eye is out. You know a Black Widow. Street rat, right? You got that rat right there. Yep. Hmm. But like the story said, though, she sticks her head out what she believes is a window, but which is actually a portal in the clock's tower's face. So she was doing something she had no business doing, whoever this person was, and end up getting her eye taken out. Huh. Says very soon. Says be clear about what you want because within the blink of an eye, it will be yours. As you forgive and heal, your love life becomes brighter and healthier. So, but again, we don't even have to like force anything on anybody, right? So we can just keep this still general. This was supposed to be a story anyway. How did I end up getting too personal, right? But the Mother Earth and the Queen of Wands is here, right? So, oh well, let's read on, and then I can read Mother Earth to y'all as well. But the Queen of Wands is dynamic. You or someone in your life is bold, charismatic, and outgoing. You love making connections and thrive on networking. By collaborating with others, you realize your goals. You're creative and churn out many ideas. You juggle multiple projects at once. You're a great influencer and leader. You're full of vitality and inspire others with your strength. Deep down, you know you have it all. Show the world who you are and you will find success. The Queen of Wands has a shadow side and can show up when you're working on secret projects and or making deals behind the scenes. Confident, contagious, no, confident, courageous, loyal, independent, determined, resilient, social, cheerful, joyful, humorous, efficient, energetic, passionate, optimistic. Sagittarius. And you know what's so crazy? Because my grandma was a Capricorn, and I have an aunt that's a Sagittarius. Hmm. 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 Oh, Mother Earth. I think we already know about Mother Earth, Mother Gaia, right? Earth is symbolized by plants carried in a womb like a baby, which takes life where the mother places her feet. In the earth, things bear fruit and are nourished and protected. Female principle. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So maybe, right? Right? Somebody did try to step to somebody grandmama. I mean, Queen of Wands is confident. It's only a Queen of Wands that's really going to do some dumb shit like that. And the only reason why I say that because it's like it's the picture that I'm looking at of the pictures that I'm looking at. It's like I told you before, when in my Native American deck, the Father Sky and the Mother Earth cards are above the major arcanas, right? Oh shit. Mind you, right? Every other card is a major arcana but the Queen of Wands. Now y'all saw that I shuffled this deck and I placed these cards. I ain't handpicked them on purpose. Like I didn't go and shuffle and try to, okay, I know this card, or this card. No, y'all see me shuffle and I, Mother Earth, Queen of Wands. Just making sure y'all see that though. Because the Mother Earth, again, is stronger than the fucking major arcanas. So even, oh, well, look, you have another earth sign here. So look, and you got another earth sign here. Now look. So it's just like, you got Taurus here, you got Virgo here. And I was thinking Queen of Pentacles is like Capricorn anyway, which was my grandma, right? So it's just like, here we go. Mother Earth herself. That's crazy. And only a Queen of Wands would do some dumb shit like that. And this is why her eyes gouged out and her throat is slit. Cause she's so confident, right? She think that she really got the power to try to take somebody mama down. But very soon somebody about to forgive and about to learn how to forgive and heal. Cause they don't know God is watching. Judgment. Wheel of Fortune. What goes around comes around. You playing with his family, he gonna play with you. What you mean? You think this is? And apparently you watching me. Cause if you don't know, I may not have his name, but I look like him. And he's named after an angel, and angels are messengers. So if anything, I am being the best embodiment of my father. So as the messenger, right? And that's advice that my actual biological father always tells me. Communicate with your heavenly father. It's always his best advice to me. But what about you though? You're physically here. Help me. He's just like, no, you gotta talk to God, son. It's like, okay, God, help me. And and he helps. It may not be right away, but you just fucking sit still and pay attention, and you just learn how to move. Period. But I don't know who somebody thought they was, but when you step against the divine, you only just gonna get yourself hurt. So it's either surrender now. I was about to say surrender now or prepare to fight, but no. Surrender now or you're gonna die. In every way, shape, or form. And I think I've put that in the post before. It may not be literally. You may not die literally, right? You're gonna get yourself hurt. But I feel like, right, the only way you're gonna die is if you kill yourself. And that's literally might happen because you're so confident that you think that whatever you did is actually gonna work. Yeah. We don't cast spells, We pray to our gods and we do the best that we can offer if we can, and we learn to love. We don't work out of heartbreak. At the end of the day, somebody's heartbroken, right? Because of a soulmate connection. That's what it is. Somebody lost their soulmate, and now they trying to revenge. Yeah, buddy. Potentially, I don't know too much about what's going on, but This fire, this Knight of Wands, this is action, this is travel. Somebody's about to come see you. And they're about to be very passionate about what it is that they're about to tell you. Probably somebody, right? Ooh, now my tooth about to get, I'm starting to act up. I'm about to get a sweet tooth. Here we go. Somebody gonna come rushing to you because they, right? Telepathy, disharmony. Somebody is uncomfortable right now because somebody just got approached in the dream space. Somebody has been approached. Somebody's dead. Somebody from beyond the grave has talked to somebody. Or at least has taken action. Ten of Wands. There's a ritual going on. That's still fire, fire, fire. Fire and earth. Earth, fire and earth. Fire and earth. Fire and water, right? Because Scorpion here. Because death is Scorpio, right? That's a major arcana. Scorpio. Hierophant is a major arcana. Taurus. Oh. I know you the fuck lying. When was his birthday? His birthday was on his anniversary of his daughter's, I believe. Because I remember, I think he has a birthday. I think my uncle that passed has a birthday and an anniversary the same day. I believe that. It's something like that. But I think his birthday is in April. I believe he's a Taurus. Right? And the Knight of Wands, I get Aries though for some reason, because it's that ram out of the fire. Well, Sagittarius could still come in rushing in, but yeah, definitely a Sagittarius, but Aries more so. This one's look like he's ready for war. Now, mind you, this is the Native American deck, so most likely this deck is really speaking towards my side of the family, for real. But yeah, so yeah, somebody, right, that fire sign is probably able to communicate with the dead. And he's probably fucking uneased right now. Because he knows something is up. And he just has and you see I know some shit. It was like, well, why don't you go over there and help? There's just so much shit going on, so much burdens going on in this family. So it's like, well, maybe this is a perfect time, right? But forgiving and healing, I got less than an hour left to finish this reading. Mother Earth. And mind you, right, I told you my grandma, she devoted her life to God. She was able to have the family. Another thing too, right, we are in Libra season. Right? My grandpa's birthday is coming up. And that's what I need to be mindful of. Four of Wands. Oh, wow. Right. Huh. Because he's a Libra, right? I'm thinking air. And my grandma was a Capricorn. Earth. air and earth, right? But now she's moved on. She's transitioned. So now she's Mother Earth now. You know, mind you, the fact that she devoted herself to God and her name too at that. I'm not gonna doubt my grandma in anything, because I know I have like my gripes about, you know, Christianity and stuff like that, but I'm not gonna take away that she really was divinely connected. You know, I'm not gonna take that away from her. But that don't mean no, right? No, I ain't gonna say that. Yeah, I ain't gonna say that. I will say this though, because right, she has transitioned. My cousin may be able to contact her in some way, shape, or form. Because I do feel like it was a murder. I really feel like my family is being set up. And I think that's why it's so important that I remain anonymous. I'm a lover, not a fighter, so. But that don't mean, right? That don't mean I don't got protectors over me, though. That don't mean I don't got people watching over me, though. What goes around comes around, right? Judgment. And I ain't even pulled those cards yet. Let me make it quick then. Because we have spiritual awakening. It says your partner is sensing that there is something profoundly important about this connection, right? We have the sun here. So he could be a Leo, right? But you also could be right? Because these are all major arcanas. So you could be a Taurus, Scorpio, or Virgo. Sun. And right, because I'm not doing that major arcana. I mean, because that's not a major arcana. I'm only reading for like the major arcanas, but at least for this sun sign out of the same deck. But you got Mother Earth here, so I'm looking at that still as the whole Earth energy, right? So you could have a lot of Earth in your chart as well. Check your chart. I know I got Capricorn in like three placements, so that could be significant. Also, we have Virgo here, Hermit, Leo, Scorpio, Taurus. Like I said before, this could be Aries, Sagittarius with that Knight of Wands, Ten of Wands there, so you got the fire in general. Judgment at that Philly deck. Still trying to figure out what Judgment is. I get air. But Justice is air too. Justice is Libra. Oh, and then it says deeper intimacy. Spiritual awakening and deeper intimacy. It says the feelings of emotional closeness and love allow you to feel desired and more connected to your partner. And also the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is about like hard work or continue working hard on something. In this deck, this gives me like a rejuvenation, like a retreat, like going to a spa, like a hot tub situation. So it's like maybe y'all about to reunite, right? Once you reconcile with somebody in your family, y'all probably might go out go out and get intimate with somebody. Not like that. I mean, intimacy doesn't always mean sex. Remember that. It could just like y'all can really, really be bonding. But again, you also could be finding out something in your family that somebody's not really in your family, or they're not really actually your bud, right? So therefore, y'all might end up getting connected and intimate, and because y'all were soulmates to begin with, right? That could be a whole nother situation. That could all be a reference. But we gonna pull these cards. But that five there is about endings and beginnings. Oh, shit. And we still need to read the major arcanas for the Sun and the Hermit. We have the Sun. It says in Eleonora, the narrator lives with his cousin in an untouched area of the Valley of Many-Colored Grass. They come to love one another. Though isolated from the outside world, they're happy. As their love grows, the valley becomes more verdant. A change fell upon all things. Strange, brilliant flowers, star-shaped, burst out upon the trees where no flowers have had known before. Sadly, Eleonora contracts a fatal illness. The narrator promises her that he'll never remarry. After she dies, the valley loses its resplendence. The narrator relocates, meets another woman, and marries her. Eleanor visits the narrator in spirit and grants him her blessing. She tells him, "Thou art absolved for reasons which shall be made known to thee in heaven." In this image, Eleonora and her cousin walk together in the valley of milly-colored grass. Four sunflowers represents joy and optimism. The bright sky signifies love and warmth. Eleonora's orange and pink dress symbolizes youth and vitality. It's funny how it's Eleonora, but it got Leo inside of that, right? But the thing about this is, right, y'all probably might want to go and watch that taboo reading that I've done. It's the taboos. It was the shame, the shame, the taboos, the truths. I think that also could be significant in some way, shape, or form. Cause I was getting cousins. Like, I don't know why this story was giving me cousins here. So maybe I might be some cousins that might be getting intimate, right? And again, no shame in your game in that, right? Just be mindful, because again, that could be a label. You understand who your bloodlines is. I'm not sitting here and trying to encourage incest now, y'all. Child. Just use your own discernment. Understand how this is resonating. The fact that there's a family and friends here, right? And that's probably what it is. So you're probably one of your friends, right? So your friends' cousins, maybe. Jesus. But again, I've done that reading before. I've done a reading, so like that could be significant. I'm not gonna sit here and promote no incest, but let's not be oblivious that shit like that don't go on behind closed doors. So, what's done in the dark comes to light. And I've already explained myself in that video, I believe, or if not in another video of that. I've done some things in the past with my cousins before, so. And if this motherfucker's over here trying to figure out, what is going on in his spiritual awakening, and I'm a healer, it's like, it's going to be that type of situation, right? Y'all going to have to be a little bit closer than usual. Again, not insinuating sex, but again, not even but, it's just however, there's going to be some type of healing going on, some type of retreat, There's a soulmate connection here, and somebody's heartbroken. They need healing. Somebody's hurt right now, and they probably need somebody to. Yes, they need somebody to heal them. That's exactly what this is. The sun. But it says, into the maelstrom. You're on top of the world. Your warmth and happiness is palpable. You're hitting your stride and meeting your goals. Abundance is coming your way. In matters of health, your vitality will increase. Your leadership qualities are top notch. If you're directing a group of people or showing off your talents, you'll radiate a positively powerful energy that others will find attractive. The sun is a welcome omen in any reading, especially if you face recent challenges. Blessings are on the way. Everything is looking up. Upright. Fun, success, joy, vitality, achievement, positivity, abundance, confidence, generosity, enthusiasm, good fortune. Now that's cute, right? Because it says omen. The sun is a welcome omen in any reading. And I like when I see that word because if you look at my name, I've explained this before, but I have omen in my name, in my real name. And that's why I've kind of had to like rearrange it or go by a different alias as Demont. Because I just feel like if people play with my name and not understand, like, certain things, it could really mess some people up. Just saying. And then we have the Hermit, which is right there and right next to it. Like typical Virgo, I'm just always analyzing some shit. It's like first you see the Leo and Eleanor, and now you're looking at omens and your name. What the fuck is wrong with you? Just read the damn book. Okay. Justice, Wheel of Fortune. Alright. Oh, it should be the next page. It should be the next one, 9. Right? The Hermit. After losing his family's fortune. Oh, wow. Look at that. Because it says deeper intimacy, too. And there's well, so this could be due to two different people at the end of here, right? There's somebody that's in hermit mode that needs some deeper intimacy. But the hermit is always going within and going deeper insight. So I think that maybe this deeper insight person is good at deeper intimacy. So it may be needing somebody is probably going to teach somebody how to go within and learn how to love themselves a little bit more. Especially when you got this character here who wants to go against somebody. Not even it's grandma, but again, this is like spirit. Like you're going against spirit now at this point. This is beyond the dead. If you've noticed, right? We read about the Hierophant. So the Hierophant is here to let you know that the dead is trying to speak to you. Then we have death here, and then we have the Mother Earth. Like, so spiritual awakening in the sun, being enlightened as well. So as somebody goes within, somebody's about to come out. Oh shit. But it says, after losing his family's fortune, entomologist William Legrand from Poe's short story The Gold Bug moves to Sullivan's Island. South Carolina. Fucking serious? Legends build a hut on the desert, thicket-ridden eastern side of the island. Legrand's friend, the narrator, describes him as a hermit, stating that there was much in the recluse to excite interest and esteem. I found him well educated with unusual powers of mind. One night, the narrator arrives at Legrand's hut to discuss the new species of bugs that Legrand has found. Legrand sketches the bugs on a piece of parchment paper that was found on the beach. The skull like appearance of the bug leads Legrand to believe that it will guide him to buried treasure, restoring his lost fortune. But it's false led. He must go deeper to discover the secret of the treasure. Legrand ponders the sketch near a fire and discovers a cipher on the parchment paper. I just need to make sure that I'm still recording. That was found on the beach. Oh shit. Oh wait, damn. I done skipped. Oh, he must go deeper to discover treasure. Legrand ponders the sketch near the fireplace and discovers a cipher on the parchment paper that he must decode. He concludes that he will find buried treasure if he follows direction found within the code. In this image, Legrand searches for bugs and shells along the shore. His magnifying glass illuminates everything he finds, perfectly embodying the hermit. The violet, blue, and orange hues in the skies represent spirit, emotion, and intellect. The star in the evening sky symbolize spiritual growth and self-discovery. Into the maelstrom. Withdrawn, reflect, and search your soul. Relax in your backyard or take a hike through a nearby forest. Take a non-speaking retreat. Look at that. Because that Eight of Pentacles is like, that looks like a retreat. But then you say a non-speaking, it's like deep intimacy, right? Your spirit needs a break from life's hustle and bustle. Meditate, rediscover what's important to you, and find yourself again. This period of contentment will help you tease out your next step. The insight and clarity you gain will guide you forward. Get ready for a change in direction as your priorities become better aligned with your soul's mission. Upright, introspection, spiritual guidance, soul searching, contemplating, meditation, retreat. So another thing too, oh wow. And I'm just now looking at it like, is that a beetle, right? Was it a beetle? Because that looks like just the gold bug, right? Because you see, I don't know if it shows up in the book. You see like that bug right there. And this bug right here, right? It's like, they both could be beetles, right? But Eight of Pentacles, right? That beetle, that bug could be significant. Deeper intimacy. I still feel like maybe, right? Because I'm explaining to you about how like my cousin, he's literally going through a spiritual awakening, right? You or someone you know in your family is going through a spiritual awakening as well. And I hope that if you're watching this, that you are already like extending, because if so, then you already know, you already know about this stuff. So it's just like the person that's having this spiritual awakening, it's just like you're teaching them. That's what it is. It's not a page here, but like they said, it might be going back to school, but the Hierophant is there. He's also a teacher, right? But he's a religious one at that, or he's the one that goes by the books, right? So most likely you're going to be teaching somebody in your family about spiritual awakenings. That's what it is. And it could be very well your aunt. Right? Whoever this person that's needed very, very soon, that's going to need to be forgiven and healed. And soulmate connections. And five of swords. Because I see wands, but that's 8 of wands. There's 4 wands under that. But the 8 of wands is about a message. 8 of wands in that, and the queen in the Native American deck is different, because that's like a gorge. Or I don't even know if I said that right. It's like a big like pot, like a potter jug. You could like a to put like a jug to put water in it. But it says the Wokoro, the magical pitcher of water, guarantor of fertility and life. But the 4 wands, that's the tribe, right? That's the soul tribe. That's the family. Right? Not no twin flame union, even though the 4 wands is indicative of the twin flame union. But in this deck, this is soul tribe family, okay? I like that. Because this also could be as well, reconciling with your soulmate to build the soul tribe now. You may now have finally, right? You finally probably got your partner now. You're finally reuniting with somebody, reconciling with somebody, family or friend, right? Y'all finally are going into union. Don't know what that instills. Not everything has to be romantic. Even though we have the romance stars here, we always have to keep our hearts open, right? For people to come in, we need other people to help us in our mission. So it's just like, we're going to use these romance stars so we can call in our soulmates. Literally, right? Literally. To call in our soulmates. I feel like that's what this is, calling in your soulmate. 5s, air, 5 of swords. Air is all about communication. There's your soulmate, and there's your heart. Your heart is hurt. And then you got to open it up. Forgive and heal. It's the only way. You have to learn how to forgive and heal whatever your heart is hurting. And also too, I end up pulling these cards earlier, the Romance Stars cards earlier, and the one card that popped out was the accountability card, and it came up in reverse. There was a couple other cards I pulled one card from that, and then I pulled one card from the Philly deck. Oh, and I still never done that, and I got like 20 minutes left. I pulled from the Philly deck, I pulled from the occult deck, and then I also pulled from, was it this? Shit, I didn't take a picture of it. But I knew it had, it was the Erotic Fantasy Tarot, right? So from the Philly deck, it came the 6 of Swords. From the occult deck was the Six of Cups, and then from the erotic fantasy deck came, there you go, came the what was that? It was the no. It was the Six of Cups. I remember that from the occult deck because it was like that snake thing drawn, and it was like, it was weird looking. It had like wings. I don't know if my hand motions was actually gonna give off an actual sign language, but let's see. Then the Six of so Six of Swords, Six of Cups, the erotic fantasy. It was Three of Swords. That's what it was, because she had the sword, and it either looked like she was either pulling it out or putting it in, well, I don't know. Like, why would you stab yourself? But again, this is also like this situation right here. You know? It's like, she may not have hurt herself, but she put herself into the situation to get herself hurt. So, in hindsight, she hurt herself. Accountability. So, right, when that came up in reverse, so the accountability card came up in reverse, then we had the Three of Swords, then we had the Six of Cups, and then we had the Six of Swords. It's like your heart, you're still, Three of Swords, like you're still heartbroken, right? But yet you somebody from the past, Six of Cups, but that said something about trying to turn friends, make you liked by friends and foes or something like that. Because that was from the occult deck, that Six of Cups. So when I look at that, the occult deck always exposes the low vibe shit from people, and I think I might start using that from now on. Whenever I need to clarify some shit with karmics and stuff like that, or just negative energies. Six of Cups, but that's usually about, reconciliation from the past. And then Six of Swords is about forward, it's about moving on, like forward, it's that, moving on to calmer waters. Right? It's just, but from what I was getting, it's just like, you have to start to take accountability for your actions in order for you to heal. You can't just do some shit, ignore it, and then expect that all is forgiven. Like, no, you still gotta go, and you gotta heal, and you gotta go in hermit mode. That dark night of the soul. And that very soon, right, with this Mother Earth, I don't know. Like I said before, if you don't take accountability for your actions, whoever this person is that's causing any type of heartache to a soulmate connection, right? If you don't learn to forgive, very soon you gonna end up meeting my grandma for real. Damn, that wasn't even I didn't mean to say that. But you or somebody about to end up meeting somebody grandma for real. Shit. Damn. Ooh, wow. You got a choice. You control. You got the power to choose, right? Very soon you better forgive and heal. Or you about to meet grandma soon. You about to be 6 feet under. That's Mother Earth right there. That's a message from Mother Earth herself. You better learn to forgive and heal. You got the power in your hands. Look, she's giving you the choice, right? She's giving you the choice. Two of Wands. Because, that's all about control. But you see, you got the world in your hand. You so confident. But you better forgive and heal very soon. But that also could be, oh wow, look at that. King of Wands, director, right? Whose show this is. So There probably is a Leo that's involved. A Leo and a Sagittarius, right? Knight of Pentacles. Right? There's that knight. Something slowly moving, something slowly taking off, something... yeah, right? Slow action. Hangman, right? They're confused about what's going on. That's why there's disharmony there. How did I... Ooh. See, look at that. They trying sabotage the message. But yeah, they're confused right now. Hangman. But that's not even that, just confused, but they're now looking at it from a different perspective. Or they need to look at it from a different perspective, or you need to help them look at it from a different perspective, right? Right? I'm trying to get y'all to look at this from a different perspective. So yeah, Hangman, right? Just like I have to explain to y'all a different perspective of this, you got to explain to them a different perspective of what's going on as well. If y'all can see that, yeah. Right? Knight of Wands. Knight of Pentacles. You know, that's slow action. Slowly moving. Something is slowly happening. Taking that initiative, right? Right? Because they're trying to be smart, right? They're being slow about this. They're taking their time on this, or they took their time on this, and now they feel like they got the power because they took their time on this, right? Because whoever it is, they took their time to work on this death, right? This ritual, this death ritual. Ooh. Oh, wow. Right? Because they've been working Eight of Pentacles, right? Because there's that hard work. Knight of Pentacles. They've been working hard on this death ritual. And now they think they got power. Now they think they got access. Now they think they queen. They think they queen of the world, y'all. Somebody think they queen of the world. Oh shit. But very soon they gonna learn to forgive and heal. But they really think they got control over somebody, or they got power over somebody, or they got there's something. It's control, power, but somebody's very confident in what they were doing. Right? But there's a major arcana. This is above majors. That's what I'm saying. This is the God card right here. You got God card and the Court card, right? So what's a god to a queen? Wow. That's crazy. Okay. The moon ain't out here, but it's here. The moon is here though, right? As the Hierophant, right? The Hierophant is here, and the moon is always talking about things coming to light, illuminations and shit like that and whatnot. So let me tell you how, right? I think that it's important that you understand the difference between gods and pharaohs. And the only reason why this person is even a queen, right, is because they're married into the family. And this is why I was looking at as the mistress or the other woman or the auntie, right? Queen of Wands. Because the Queen of Cups would actually be the mom. The Queen of Pentacles would be the grandma. Queen of Swords, I look like that's the sister. That's the you fucking with my brother, what you say? You know, she ready to cut a bitch, right? She said exactly. Cause the fire signs will overstep boundaries, the air signs gonna slit the bitch. We in Libra season now. Y'all better be careful. And I get it that Scorpio, right? Scorpio isn't Halloween, but let's be serious. Libras rule October. You Sagittarius and Scorpios, y'all can fight over November and December. Actually, no, the Scorpios and the Sagittarius, they can fight over November. December can stay with Capricorn. And Aquarius can have January. Right? Damn Scorpios and Sagittarius, they're one and the same to me. Child, I have a Scorpio. My parents are Scorpios, right? But my dad is that Scorpio Sagittarius cusper though. And right with a mama Capricorn. So your mama's a Capricorn who birthed a Scorpio who end up falling in love with a Scorpio, or who end up getting married, who end up having a baby by a Scorpio who is no different from the damn Capricorn mom. Actually, I'm not gonna say no different. They're like two sides of the same coin. Put it like that. Cause when I'm telling you, like, I can see my grandma, but I look at my mom. And I can see my mom when I look at my grandma. And that's why when I went down there, it was kind of hard for me, you know, a little bit. Because I'm going through shit because of her. And then I'm like trying to be down there and be supportive of her and my grandma. But yet, you know, just because she old and she need help, that don't change the fact that, you know, she still has her own personality traits. So when her personality traits start to show, it triggers me because they remind me of my mom. And I'm like, no, I can't be doing this. I can't do this. I'm not healed yet, right? Oh wow, right? Right? Very soon. You know? And the thing about it is I wanted to go back. But I'm a Sagittarius, right? Was in my ear about not coming back. And that's only because I get into this shit. Right? Because she wants to talk about how, her family this and this, that, and the third. Girl, I get it. What, you don't think I know about your grandma and all that, you know? But it's just like, at the end of the day, it's not about that. If she's not even in the church no more, why does it matter? If anything, I'm trying to show y'all a different way on how to do something, right? Not everybody is all in the dark. And just because motherfuckers pick up some cards don't mean that they all out here trying to be on some shit. And don't think that just because somebody got a robe and a Bible that they all light. Like, come on now. It's levels to this shit. Six of Pentacles, right? Equal give and take. There's a balance. Polarities is what one of my readers, right, talk about. My readers. One of the readers that I frequent talks about all the time. Oh, two cards wanted to fall out. Oh shit. So we got the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck again. But what we have here is the Seven of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, and the Three of Wands. Ooh. Somebody may be waiting on some options. Somebody solo independent waiting on some options. Or your ships is coming in. Look at that. Virgo, Taurus again. So you could be, I was about to say, you You might have Virgo and Taurus in your chart though, right? But you got Hierophant here, and you got Hermit here. You got Hermit and Hierophant here. Now, mind you, that they just slipped out, you know. But that's double confirmation for something. So you could be a Taurus or a Virgo, for real. Or check your charts. That's a main thing. It's a lot of Earth here, so you might got a lot of Earth in your chart. Oh wow. I said the moon not here, but here we go with the Ace of Pentacles. So you about to get yours. You about to come up. I will say that what's done in the dark is gonna come to light. So yeah, it's time to it's time for some shit. It's time to relax, right? Eight of Pentacles, retreat. Go. I mean, somebody needs to go do some soul searching and relax, because yeah. But something's coming to light about your finances as well. It's either you're going to be offered something or something's going to be illuminated about your finances. But you got the sun and the moon here, so something's going to be cut out as well. There's going to be a brand new chapter in your life because of this. So yeah, I hope that helped. I will say this though, if you are a medium, right? That's beautiful. Don't hide that. Please do not hide that at all. And if you think that, oh yeah, right? And because of that, oh shit, here we go. That's your gift. Something's about to come to light. Something's about to come to light, but that's going to be a gift. But again, you might also be getting an actual gift too. Something you might have, you might have, right? Because this is spiritual awakening, right? So somebody as well that very soon forgive and heal, or that just could be for healing, right? For some of you, if y'all already forgave the person, right? But forgive and heal, but also fast. You could be coming into some very intuitive gifts as well. I don't know if I'm really showing them right, but it's almost 6 o'clock, so I need to make this end this now. But yeah, just keep that in mind. Just really meditate on everything. Use your discernment. Talk to God, but make sure you reach out to that cousin if anything. And I'm gonna do the same. Actually, I'm as soon as I get off of there, I'm gonna text him. Is this it? Okay. But I'm probably about to I'm gonna text him after I've done my next video, because I'm gonna go live and we're gonna watch this Nintendo Direct. But y'all take care now. All right. Y'all make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe, and follow me on Twitch. All right. Y'all be Y'all be loved, and y'all be safe.